Morning, everyone. Welcome to Compliance Over Coffee. This morning, I want to talk to you about a subject that I've spoken about before, but I think quite a long time ago, and that is around the dangers around obtaining finance on sourced deals. Not a lot of people know this, and certainly the vast majority of sources are never told this. And the reason that there is a danger is because the finance provision sector considers source deals to be really, really high risk and dodgy. They don't consider if your investor has got it from an estate agent the same way, but they do from a sourcing agent. So there are some things to bear in mind. And as a sourcing agent, if you send deals out to multiple investors who are looking for finance for a deal, and they go off and apply for finance, and more than one of them does it, don't be unrealistic and think that the finance provision people don't all know each other and talk to each other. And that if applications come in for the same site, the same property, the same project, that they won't all know. Because this has happened. And it happened to a pair of developers that we were working with, not with anything that we had sourced, but a source deal that had been sent to them, and they went for an application for finance, and the finance company refused their application. Now, they had never seen this happen before, and they were very, very experienced developers, financially incredibly sound. But the reason that the deal was rejected was because the finance company were aware that another set of developers had put in for finance for exactly the same project. And so can you see the problem? For the finance guys, why are two sets of different developers applying for finance for the same project? It kiboshed the entire deal. Nobody could get finance because the finance guys just wouldn't release the cash because they felt that something dodgy was going on, and quite rightly so as well. So please be aware that whatever the level of deal that you are working on, if finance is going to be required, do not punt it out to everybody and his dog, expect them to go and apply for finance and potentially get it and come back when there's multiple people applied for it, because the likelihood is that it won't happen. And your reputation as a sourcing agent will immediately go down the pan, in my opinion. Will it ever change? Probably on that score, doubtful, but I am tentatively linked in with the finance sector, and once we have NAPSA fully up and running and with our links into redress schemes, etc., I'm going back to the finance sector to see if we can get an agreement on minimum standards acceptable for the sourcing sector, so that at least on source deals we aren't looked at as the black sheep of the family. So that is Compliance Over Coffee for this morning, for financing of projects and the sourcing sector and the difficulties that investors can find if you have punted it out to multiple investors at the same time. I will be back again next week on Thursday, as always, at 7:30, and next week is at 8:30. Mine's gone, and obviously that's our last one just before Christmas. So I hope you have a fabulous weekend wherever you are. I hope, even if it doesn't sunshine on you, it stays dry. Have a great weekend, and I will be back with you next Thursday for more Compliance Over Coffee. Bye for now.